What's good, y'all, man? It is your boy, Sniper Cakes, and I want to share a video with you with one of my guys, Lacarlos. He was someone that didn't know how to resell at all, zero experience, and he was able to do over $10,000 in a month and a half. It is phenomenal, man. He has a family, and he's starting to build a sneaker resale family team business, which is beautiful. So make sure you watch this entire video. So much value. And guys, you already know I am doing a free live training this Sunday. So make sure you hit the link below. Let's get in.
What's good, Lacarlos? How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. How you doing, Snipe?
I'm doing great, man. It's New Year's. It's time to, have a new start in 2025. But the end of 2024 for you, Lacarlos, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Going over your numbers, bro. You was just getting sales after sales after sales. You did over $10,000. So first, Lacarlos, let's let the viewers know, like, what were you doing before, you were reselling? Because when you started, a month ago or a month and a half ago, you didn't know what you were doing reselling. You had no idea. But what were you doing before, and what made you want to go into reselling?
I'm doing the same thing I was doing. I'm doing the same thing now that I was doing before, right? I'm in construction. I work in construction full time father, full time husband. So I'm doing the same thing. I just added the reselling aspect to what I'm doing, and definitely wanted to do something different. I was looking for another avenue to create a outside resource to what I already had coming in. So I kept seeing you and kept seeing the things you were doing. So I wanted to jump in. So I reached out to you. You put me on to the game, and this is where we at.
Yeah, so LaCarl is very impressive because you've gotten results, quicker than most people, but it's always not smooth sailing. There's going to be bumps in the road. But I want you to talk about your mindset, because here's the thing, here's the problem with most resellers. They see this as a hobby right here. They don't treat it like a business. Oh man, this is fun. I can resell some sneakers. But if you treat it like a hobby, you get paid as a hobby. But if you treat it like a business, you get paid as a business, and you started doing that from the start, day one.
Right.
So give us some of your mentality on how you've been able to kind of, have the switch of treating this like a business, and what it takes to actually have, results with reselling. It's not difficult, but you got to prioritize. It's not something that you can do nothing and make money. So give us some mindset on that, on how you built that winning mentality and bring it into reselling.
Well, first of all, anything that I spend money on, and invest money in, I have a expectation of what's coming out, right? So if I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna take the time to put money into it, there's always that expectation of a certain level of return. So I put a team together. My team, we decided that we were gonna do this, and we put things together, and we start moving forward. So the mentality is to do things every day, just like we would do it for a job that we would go to on a day-to-day basis, right? We work just as hard for ourselves as we do for others, right? We want the same results. So although we may be tired when we come to the house, but we still take the time to make sure we're putting in that same level of effort that we will put in for somebody else for ourselves.
Yeah, that's good. You're understanding, like, if you're gonna go into this and you're gonna invest money, you got to take it serious. If you're not taking it serious, then what are you doing? You're just wasting time. And I love that mentality. So, you having success with reselling, doing 10K plus, man, your December was absolutely bananas. you know, how did you get those results, man? Because again, when I was in your position, again, I didn't really have any guidance, but how did you get those results faster than the norm? Faster than norm. Give me some context on how you was be able to get those results, that fast.
So, well, the first month, as you already know, the first month I was stumbling over my feet, right?
Yeah.
Making bad decisions, making bad buys, just stumbling over my feet. But somewhere in that first week of December, around the 10th day of December, it all started to click, right? All the metrics started to make sense. We started making the right purchases. Those purchases was allowing me to be able to move the product at a rapid pace. So I kept doing the rinse and repeat thing, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So I looked up, I went from selling 2, 3 pair of sneaks in 2 weeks to selling 20 sneaks in 3, 4 days, right? Just
Right.
because I was doing the metrics and following the metrics that you outlined, So it's simple, but it's not simple, right? It's like it's a book. If you don't read the book, you'll never get the knowledge. Just because the book is laying right there in front of you, don't mean you're gonna get the knowledge out of the book. You gotta open the book. So once I start opening the book and start paying attention, things start clicking.
For sure. And that's the biggest thing is like understanding like these metrics because again, with any business, it's numbers. And so many times people treat reselling as like, man, I'm just gonna buy the stuff that I like, which is some of the mistakes that you made early.
Mhm.
Now you got it down packed with the metrics and your business is exploding right now. So give us some, mindset on your systems that you have in play. I know, you got the family helping you out and you got things rocking and rolling every single time I see a new sold on Instagram and everywhere. I was like, bro, Lacarlos is crazy, killing it right now. So give us a little mindset in context of your systems that you have in place because you got this as a well-oiled machine now. You got it as a machine. So give me some of your systems that you got in play that allows you to kind of do these bigger numbers.
So we hitting the outlets, of course. We go to the outlets. We sourcing the right shoes. We using all the cheat codes that you got in place for us to be able to get the sneaks at the right price. Once we get the sneaks at the right price, we coming back to the house. We're listing these things on all the platforms, just not on some of the platforms. We using all the platforms, which is allowing us to be able to move the product at a more rapid pace. And basically that's it. We get the right sneaks uh, at the right price, and we are able to move them at a fast pace. And we just rinsing and repeat, rinsing and repeat. And then as far as the IG thing, right? We're following the steps, right? We're not doing any type of fake uh getting people to come on and buying all of these different things and getting and fake followers and things. We're just doing the reels and the consistent content and making sure everybody is following us as far as seeing the journey, letting our journey live throughout IG. And we just been getting a good response. So we feel that we got a nice little system in play, and we just gonna keep playing it until we have to do something different.
So I want to play on that right there, do something different. And man, you started brand new a month and a half ago, brand spanking new. No
Right.
Instagram, no, didn't know what you was going, metrics, none
Wasn't
of
on Facebook.
wasn't on Facebook. You were just like, bro, I'm green. I don't know what's going on. I just want to try reselling. But that's why the guidance and following the steps. Here's the thing, guys. Just because you have someone that can help you, you gotta have to execute. And that's what Lacarlo get. You have to have a winning mentality. But now
Yeah.
starting to do things differently. Again, you've been doing great with reselling, but now we're ramping it up to a different level now. Again, when you want to build a brick house, you got to lay the bricks perfectly for the house. Therefore, it can be a brick house. So now we're getting into wholesale, bulk, bulk buyers, getting them in bulk. I see that with that, there is some advantages, and we've made some bulk purchases. Give the viewer some advantages now why bulk, wholesale is great. Once you do step number one, you can't, unless you're experienced, you have capital, you could go right in there. However, give some context of why wholesale is great regarding scaling your business.
Time. Flat out. It is a complete time saver, right? Instead of spending all your time going out from outlet to outlet to outlet, sourcing sneaks like that, with bulk wholesale, you can make one purchase and you can get whatever amount of sneakers that you purchase in a lot, and you have that lot at one time, and that allows you to be able to spend your time doing other things, family and whatever not, because if you're continuously running around chasing the sneaks at outlets, you'll never have enough time to be able to do the things that you need to do. So the bulk is another level for us because it allows us to be able to purchase a certain amount of sneaks and be able to do the things that we need to do in less time. So that's a game changer for us.
Yeah, and that's, again, time is so valuable. We all only have 24 hours, but how you divvy that time is so important. So now with Lacarlos, the next step of, okay, we did 10K plus plus, now scaling it to 50K, 100K in a month, it's going to be by having relationships that I've built that he's able to use. Therefore, he can scale his business. And guess what? He builds the relationship as well. Therefore, he can grow his business to whatever heights that he wants. And that is something that, man, we're getting into now with you. But it's saving you so much time. We're able to get a whole bunch of sneakers at once. So, Carlos, man, I want you to kind of give mindset to the newer reseller, because at the end of the day, brother, you were new a month and a half ago. You were in most people's position a month and a half ago. It's not like you've been doing this for years or even, months. This is still new to you. Yes, you got a lot of success. You know a lot, but now what advice would you give to the new reseller that wants to get results like yourself? Give the viewer, the new reseller, some game real quick.
First, you got to be patient. You got to do your due diligence as far as studying and knowing what you need to do and how you need to do it. And like we said earlier, just because you like to sneak, don't mean that's the sneak that's gonna make you the most profit, right? You have to understand that from the jump. Once you be patient, you be diligent about what you do. You put the hard work in, make sure the work is being put in, the effort is being put in, and then you got to be consistent. And all of those things, you put those three things together, you'll start aligning yourself with how how to be more successful in this game. And at first, it's going to be a challenge. It still is a challenge for me. I mean, I know things are getting a lot easier, but that doesn't take away. I still have challenges that I face on a daily basis. So we are working through those things. If you really want to do those things and you stay on your grind and treat this like a true business that it is, you will see the same results that I'm starting to see with my team.
That's also what Carl's, man. I love, kind of your mentality. I love that you're not playing around. You're being very professional. Here's the thing, guys, and I want you to take this away from you. How successful you are is based off the speed you do things. Like when I tell LaCarlos to do something, he does it right away. He doesn't wait, oh man, 2 days, 3 days, I'll get to it. Success is in speed. And that's the reason why he's had so much success at an early stage. Because again, once he gets advice, he does it right away. Guess what? Anytime, again, I tell him to, kind of, try this, he tries it. And so, so proud of you, brother, man. I'm super excited what 2025 is coming in for you because it's going to be a crazy month. And I hope to see you do 100,000 in a month in 2025. But again, this is the start and we'll keep things moving. Sounds good, brother?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Snipe.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year's, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
So guys, hope you enjoyed that video with Lacarlos. So much wisdom right there. Do not miss that free live training where I go over how to get sneakers in bulk and wholesale. It is going to be phenomenal. Do not wait. It is coming soon. Let's go. See you there. Link is in the description.